Barbatus 1981. At this point, I am really surprised that the queen hasn't made it into the nest. I don't know what the story is. Like, I'm really surprised because I know where she is. Back there. And what's so abnormal to me is none of the workers seem to be leading her to the nest. Even though even though clearly there are many workers that have come to realize this is the new nest home. Now, I've been kind of, I don't know if I've been making things worse or not, but I've been kind of breathing in a little bit into the vents to try to encourage the queen to move, to get into the nest. And last time I did it, she wandered all the way over here, and she was over here, and I was getting excited. I'm like, all right, she only has to go right over here, and then boom, there's the nest entrance. And I'm watching I'm watching the other workers, and they're touching her, they seem to be communicating with her, but none of them were leading the queen to the nest. And in my limited experience, and it is limited, with keeping ants, I've seen it time and time again when the queen's being stubborn or doesn't want to move. Like as soon as the workers establish like where the nest should be, like, and they're confident, they take the queen by the reins and they make sure that they lead her in, they pull her in, they do what it needs to be done to get her in there. So look at this. But instead, they're choosing just to pile on top of her to keep her safe. So I decided just to leave it be. I'm not going to bother them or disturb them anymore. I don't want to connect their old outworld until the queen moves into the nest, because what I don't want them to do is taking the queen into the old outworld. Now, obviously, there's always a remote, I should say, minute possibility that once the queen gets in the nest, she could still make her way back into that old outworld, but that's very unlikely. But when she's sitting out in the open like she is right there, I mean, there's a chemtrail inside that, that tube. And, and that chemtrail, for whatever reason, is linked to the old nest, which is no longer attached. But so I don't want to, I want the queen inside the nest before I move, before I reattach that tube to the old outworld. Zoom in. I want you guys to see this. Now, from what I can tell, she's not injured or anything like that. I mean, I watched her scurry around. She's fine. No issue there. I don't know. Maybe she's tired. But yeah, I decide, sometimes you gotta let nature take its course. So, barring them doing something really stupid, then I'll take more drastic measures. I do have featherweight pliers. I do have, cotton swabs and Q-tips. So if I absolutely had to, I could snag the queen and get her closer to the nest, or heck, even put her in the nest. But that's we're not. I don't think we're even close to that, having to do that yet. But I just am very miffed that they haven't guided the queen into the nest. It's not that far. Zoom in again. Bear with me. I'm zooming in. Zoom in again. You don't think that they could be attacking her? No, if that was the case, I'd see her in pieces. And why would they? Everyone is one of her offspring. So the safest conclusion is that they're surrounding her like that to keep her safe, but I don't know. Alright, the video's long enough. Nothing seems to be changing. I don't want to disturb them anymore. Let me know, Let me know what everyone thinks. Again, Brian was saying 2-1. Feel free to leave a comment below, obviously. Just be respectful. And more to come.